Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Hurricanes offense has the football first here today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Dumps it down to the back and caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. This one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a 4th down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
First down here for this offense. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. Second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Defense is coming after him. And the freshman making an impact play there. They finally come up with their first sack in the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
The punt team making their way on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And they'll stop him short at the line of game. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he make it to the marker? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. That completion sets up a second down play. Handoff in a single back formation. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, hindsight obviously is 20/20, but after a really successful run on the previous play, maybe they should have gone back to the well for another run instead of this pass.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught on the outside. It's Arroyo.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. The Canes pick up enough to get a first down there.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get the fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll hand it off. No shot to bring him down. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just...
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Scanning the field. It's Fafita. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Tackle made after just a short game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
And there's the tight end. He shows off his hands.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Getting set. Here's second down. QB decides to keep it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Bringing pressure. Going to try to use his legs here. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. The pocket breaking down. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover for those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
This is an absolute boomer headed out of bounds. And the punt heads out of bounds and will spot this about the 35. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. They've got him down out near the 40.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
To throw, it's Fafita. Running out of time in the pocket.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Offense will begin now with excellent field position. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. When everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football, this offense has been pounding the rock.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
3rd down after that running play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch made at the 20. comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On first down, it's play action. And he slings this pass over the middle. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane as this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Patterson. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Looking downfield. It's Fafita. Makes a quick grab. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw yet again. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. A completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. The pass rush closing in. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's running out of time here. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. And here comes the punter onto the field. Fair catch made at the 20. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And he's got it. And the play is good enough for a first down to move the ball to the 44. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch is made down the middle. Touchdown, Canes. Still no answer for this offense. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now here.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Makes the grab. It's Patterson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Hunter. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
And that's in Arizona.
To throw, it's Fafita. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Grab behind the line. It's Clark. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. Punt team ready to boot it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. And the single back takes the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And the returner heads out of bounds. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's got it down at the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And now the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of blocking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Solid gain on the running play, 3rd down now. They'll try to run for the first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
Here's the second down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Looking for a gap. It's Martinez. Offense getting set. Second down play here. A handoff to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown for the U.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? And they get him down after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Grab behind the line. It's Patterson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, the swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense, and they heave it deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Miami. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and they're running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out. It's Clark. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The short completion at the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
The pocket breaking down. Using his legs here. The scramble doesn't get there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback's scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Lets it fly to the wideout. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. The catch is made inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the route is on.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Finding some room with the 25. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Running out of time in the pocket. Going to scramble now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. 2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Touchdown, Canes. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Fafita. Oh, that one's picked off.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Running play called on third and short. Touchdown for the U, and the beatdown continues. That's another touchdown, a dream performance with this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Pressure is coming. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? With the catch, it's Riley.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his fourth down. Great job here by the D.
Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Receiver in motion now. The back's got it. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, you're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Again, makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Touchdown, Miami. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Pass caught, second down now. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Grab made by the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. First and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's complete on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
That run moves the ball across the 40.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yard.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And this one is getting ugly.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Now it's 2nd down here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Arizona has now moved into the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Patterson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.